You wonder how many people would it take to run a rail ramp? Most probably no more than 3 people. First, here is a crane that is driven by a single person. The yard jockey that you are going to see him running, picking the chassis or the containers, that's right here. This is the yard jockey. That is number 2. Number 3 is the person who is collecting the locks behind the crane. That's 3 people. Here is the yard jockey. You are going to see him pulling. He's going to pull that container and the chassis from the ground. This is called the grounding operation. He's going to pull it, take it to the slot, and he is going to do the reverse in the loading. Now they are grounding. Grounding means taking the containers from the train, put them on the ground. That is grounding. The crane is grounding means lifting the containers from the rail cars, putting them on the chassis. Those are the chassis right on my right hand side. That's only 3 people running this entire massive operation, which Henry Ford called it taking the work from the flesh and sweat, putting on the machines and the fuel, the gasoline, the diesel. Today, you have the machine and the fuel doing the work of hundreds and hundreds of horses. We call it horsepower. How many horsepower I have in my truck? 450 horsepower. It's like 450 horses. And here is the salt whenever you have the snow, and here are the bulldozers. This is a small bulldozer. A car was equipped to move the snow. Here is a carrier of the salt. There is a bigger bulldozer and another 2 bulldozers to clean the snow. When you need them, you can get any driver to do this job. And here are the chassis. Only 3 people can do this massive operation of grounding. Each one of these containers is about 60,000 pounds. 60,000 pounds, like 30 tons. The machine, here is the crane pulling them from the rear cars, putting them on the chassis, and the yard jockey is coming after him. You can see there is some snow still on the chassis because they are metal. You can keep the snow. After he almost, no, he has to finish all that before he can go to lunch. There is another crane in the front helping him. There are 2 cranes working now on the road. Well, say you have another yard jockey right here. Say you have few yard jockeys in the yard and 2 crane operators, and these are trailers. These are not containers. These are trailers on the wheels. So they don't have locks. They are just, I assume they are just sitting. I did not know how they are sitting. Are they just sitting there by gravity? Most probably they are locked in the front, in the kingpin. I never saw how they remove them from the kingpin. I will figure that later on. Well, say you have half a dozen of yard jockeys and the 2 crane operators and the person who is going to remove the locks. You remove the locks only when you have containers. Those containers that are coming very soon, they already have the locks removed. But when we come close, you are going to see the person who is taking care. If you look at the container on the top, each container is supposed to have 4 locks. Those are removed because the person who's doing it is following the crane very, very closely. Once the crane takes the container from the top, he goes in, remove the locks. He's waiting for his work, and he is getting ready to finish the pull, the lift. As you see, this yard jockey has nothing else to do because everything is done. All the chassis are bare. So he's waiting for this trailer to be dropped. If you look at carefully, he bring it back first, put the nose first, and slide the nose. When you slide the nose, you destroy the landing gear. Landing gear become very hard on the truck driver. Devastating maneuver. You drop the nose of the trailer on the landing gear of the chassis. When he drives away, you are going to see how he does it. Here is in front of you are the tandem. The yard jockey is going where? He's taking the other, this container, the KLLU. If you look at this container that he dropped it on the landing gear. Here is the landing gear of the container. Slam it hard, then slide it forward, because the forward locks are horizontal, so they go through the grooves on the side of the container. The backward locks are vertical, they go from the bottom of the container. Now he pulled the container and he's going to ground it, which means he's going to put it in a slot. After he put it in a slot, he put it on the computer system, on the network. Everybody all over the world will know exactly where the container went, what slot he put it. Now he's going to the next one, and so on.